select various objects or from point to point, and we can drag out and place it down. Go ahead and exit out of that as well. We also have the option of auto dimensioning. I'll go ahead and select dimension, select auto dimension, and I will select this selected entities here. I'll go ahead and highlight all these entities here and hit OK. And as you can see, SolidWorks will give us every dimension for that one part, but it also makes too many dimensions sometimes. So this can be helpful if your part is very simple, or if you want to make sure you do get all the dimensions. But sometimes you'll have to just clean them up, move them around a bit so they don't look as cluttered. I'll go ahead and just hit undo a few times to undo this, because for me it was a bit too cluttered. But all these dimensions we're placing, it's grabbing it from the part itself. We're not going to create new dimensions within our drawing. If we needed to adjust the dimension of something, we would have to go ahead and open the file itself for the part and then make the changes in there, and the drawing would go ahead and auto update for you. We can even place balloons if needed. I can select here, pull it out like so. And let's go ahead and take a quick look at the assembly we have. I'm going to go ahead and accept this. I'm going to go to File, Open up the assembly that we had of the hinge. As you can see, we can move it around. I'm going to maybe close this a little bit, put it into view. Now what I'm going to do is create a drawing from this. I can go to File, Make Drawing from Assembly. I'll go ahead and just keep this for now. I'll hit OK, and I will drag one of these into view, maybe the left one, and place it down over here. Now it doesn't have a great scaling, but I'm going to show you exploded view right now. From this view, we don't really get much detail about what's going on. So when it comes to an assembly, we may want to look at the actual components that are making it up. Well, if we go back to Window and go to our assembly, open this up. Under the assembly, we can come to exploded view. Once we select that, all we have to do is select an item and then pull it out. Select another item, pull it out as well. We can hit OK. Come to exploded line sketch just to give some additional information. Maybe click on this part here and this part here, and once I hit enter, it creates a connected line to indicate how the part is assembled back together again, in case it's a little too complicated. I can select this portion here, and hit enter. And again, it connects, so you know how these parts are created and put together. The other thing I can do is maybe put this in a good view so you can see how it goes back together. Keep it like so. Let's go back to our window, go back to assembly sheet, and now I'm going to insert a new layout. Go to view layout, we'll go to projected view. And once I'm in there, it's telling us to please select a drawing from which to project the view. We only have one drawing that we placed in here so far. I'll go ahead and select that. And again, like before, we have the projected views, but we want to see how it looks when it's broken up. We can come down here a bit and we see we have additional options to choose from. And the one we're looking for is this reference configuration. We're going to choose show in exploded state. I'll check that box. As you can see, now I have additional views to look at. I'll maybe place it right there. Accept that view. Now I can maybe make some adjustments just so everything's in view a little bit better. And now you have a better idea of what this design actually looks like. I can go back to annotation, select balloon, and provide some additional details if needed.
So that's regarding the hinge as exploded view. So we can say exploded view could be said as the disassembly of assembled component. First we prepare disassembly of the assembled component, then we put each component in such a way that we can distinguish them from each other. And in assembly drawing, one drawback is there: we cannot see individual components, whereas in exploded view we can see individual component as well as we can have the benefits of assembly drawing. Now the exploded assembly drawing, it's a pictorial drawing showing all the components in a 3-dimension form in their correct position for assembly that we have seen in the PPT in the previous animation. It's useful in D-kit and giving information to not technically trained people. If the person is not technically trained, we can use the exploded assembly drawing. Even any layman can understand the type of assembly and the detail of the components with the help of exploded assembly drawing. No any technical skill or no any skill is required to understand the exploded assembly drawing. In case of orthographic drawings, some technical skill is also required. This is the typical example of exploded assembly. It's a quarter joint, and in quarter joint these are the components, that is the connecting end, snap end, quarter and 2 gibs, and this is the bliss. So in this boss here, this quarter is to be inserted in this gap. These both are assembled over here, and through this gap this quarter and 2 gibs are inserted. So with the help of this exploded assembly drawing, any layman can understand how it is going to be assembled and what is the internal dimensions and shape of individual components. This is one example of exploded view and bill of material, how the exploded view would be helpful to you and how to prepare bill of material from the exploded view. That we will see here.
Tutorial, we will see how to create drawing of exploded view and how to add bill of material and balloons. So in the previous tutorial we have seen how to create exploded view. So exploded view is ready, and you are rotate it or orbit it as per your requirement, and once you finalize the view, how you want the drawing for that view, just click on make drawing from part assembly. Then select the paper on which paper you want to generate the drawing. Suppose I want to generate it on A3 landscapes. Say OK. Then click inside the sheet. So we will cancel whatever is going on. Then click on drawings and select model view. Then in model view, just say next. Then here you have to select current model view. So current view you want as it is, and click here inside the sheet. So the view is created. Here it is giving a indication that dimension will be isometric 2 dimensions. So just say yes. So view is added. Click outside. Then to add the bill of material, just go to annotations. Then from table click on the arrow and say bill of material. Then select the view. For this view I want the bill of material. Then select the anchor point. Suppose I want top right, and just say accept and give the where you want to place it. Suppose I want to place it on the corner. Click. So it has created the bill of material automatically. Then I want to add the balloons. Just click on this auto balloons. So balloons are added. So here you can control the configuration, how it should be circular, or you want it all in the top. Suppose I want it in square, and click on accept. So in this way we have created isometric view with balloons and bill of material.
So in this animation we have seen how to prepare bill of material with the help of software, but as far as the syllabus of this subject is concerned, the use of software is not there. So you do not have to worry about that. Just we have to prepare that bill of material manually. But right now in the industry this practice is going on, and that's why it is included in this presentation. Now simple assembly drawing. How to prepare a simple assembly drawing of the component, that we are going to see here. And one small assembly of handgun. You may not have seen the handgun. So that was regarding the application of engineering in to assemble the gun. You please do not manufacture that gun at your end. In today's discussion, till now we have discussed about the importance of detailed drawing, assembly drawing, how exploded view is used, and how to draw exploded view of a particular component. So for all this work, you can use, these are the references. These are the references shown over here, which could be used to prepare such kind of all the materials which is available on the internet. You can also contact to me at ssonigra@gmail.com for further discussions. And I hope today's discussion would be fruitful to you as far as the subject matter is concerned. We will continue with some more details and some more examples related to the subjects. Thanks to all of you for being with me, and wish you all the best.